All right. We're live, baby.
All right.
Gazer.
We got the season 2 of VoveCast. We have a variety of people today. We got Beaks, new member on the team. We also got Scrub, first time on the VoveCast. We have Controls, who obviously went to the bathroom or something. And we also have the Shy Clover and Nick playing Madden or something.
Oh, no, I'm not wrong.
No.
Definitely has a horrible addiction to football. But we got Gabby Firehawk.
I'm back.
Snecky Trekkie boy, he's back. I love to see it. We were just talking about
Oh, I just did a lap.
gotta get warmed up.
I'm out of breath.
But
Had to work off that steam, get the cardio up.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
That's true.
But no, we're excited. You know, it's 2023. We just had a big meeting on Sunday with pretty much everybody on the team going over, you know, what we have rolling here. And, you know, I think 2023 is a really fresh start for people to really get their content rolling, including myself and everybody else here on the team that's a content creator and everything. But other than that, we're just going to kind of vibe. We're going to be talking about a couple topics and let people get some introductions. So I think first off, let's just go with our most recent member, Beaks. I guess if you want to introduce yourself, I'm not sure if anybody outside of, you know, your group of, I would say, like, people that watch you and Al and Hirsch. Obviously, you guys play a lot of stuff together. You have your Super Auto Pets playlist going.
Oh, the grind,
on YouTube.
dude.
But
I was looking at that the other day. I hit over 30 on that thing, like 30 videos. I'm just like, oh wow, this is really my entire personality. But yeah, I'm Beaks, or occasionally Zach, if that's always weird to say. But
Gave
yeah,
the government.
I government myself. I dox myself. Just yeah. I've been making videos and stuff for over 3 years and just doing all that stuff, and then linked up with my good friend Winking Owl and got to know all these wonderful, beautiful people, and now we're here, part of a big old collective of greatness.
I love to see it.
Yeah,
Love it.
Awesome. And let's go with Scrubby next, since this is your first VoveCast. You've been on the team for a couple months now, but I was gonna say, if you want to officially, quote unquote, officially introduce yourself and what
definitely.
you do.
Oh, absolutely. My name is Calvin, or Scrubby, in the content creation gaming space. I first found out about Team Vove in January as they were announcing their Vove 3 recruitment challenge. I thought about going for it, but then I wasn't as experienced in creating or editing. Like, honestly, I haven't produced any content yet. So it's like, I'm not ready for it. So then as soon as I saw the RC, started learning how to edit, learning how to create, and then started grinding for the team. And then finally in July of this past year, they picked me up. I was a COD content creator, Call of Duty strictly, but in 2023 and thereon, I am switching to variety. So multiple games, more content, more people to play with, you know, just building different communities and hopefully building them into one big Scrub gang.
Scrub gang.
So that's the plan,
Oh, yeah.
Scrub gang. So that's the plan.
I love it.
That's the plan.
Sweet. I was gonna say Controls. I guess you want to introduce yourself. You're not a creator on the team. You're one of our editors. You're mainly short form content.
So I'm Controls. I edit majority of the short form content you see on the Team Vove YouTube, and now starting to on TikTok. Back like a year and a half ago for the Vove 3 RC, I actually did partake in that. I was in the top 50. I didn't make it further than that, but that was for my content. But I do make content on the side for myself, but majority for Team Vove, I am the short form manager, I guess you can say. I handle a lot of that stuff, so
We love it. Yeah, and you just got that official quote unquote TikTok roll the other day. We're all like, okay, we see somebody just have control over the short form content and just post it everywhere. We don't care.
sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's awesome.
So that's awesome. I love doing it, so I'm happy to do it.
You're good at it. We massively appreciate it. So, I was gonna say I have a couple things here, but if anybody has anything on your mind, topic wise, it's your time. I was gonna say, Shy, if you wanna talk about what you're doing. 2023 is kind of you were talking about it earlier, but talk about a fresh start. You're showing me how far ahead you are for content in the week and coming up with ideas, and I think it's great, honestly. Like from a content creator perspective, like I feel like it's just harped upon so much, but just time management, like
I think it's
so
just
key.
I'm sorry to cut you off, right? But like I think it is mainly time management. But obviously, if you can crunch down those minutes and those moments to make edits, those videos, you can schedule them and start making new content, more streams and so on. Then you can just honestly just keep on posting to the daily, just schedule. That's what I've been doing as of recently. I have like over like 7 videos already scheduled to go, short form content on TikTok, on YouTube. Just did 2 of them today about the new map that released for Valorant called Lotus, which they did on their public beta server, and I was able to play it and got some pretty good amount of clips right there. I still have more to edit though, which is absolutely amazing. But still, I'm just pumping out stuff. I want to have a fresh start. I want to keep on putting content. I also want to like improve and like upload like 1 or 2 long form videos, and then I want to start doing like keyboard stuff like how you do. It's like here and there. So it's just basically new year. I wouldn't say new year, new me. I kind of hate that saying because it's just like a couple of days ago. But it's just like it's a new year. It's kind of just like a refresher of like, hey, you still have time, but you're losing it. You gotta make the most out of it. So do it now instead of later.
And it's true. Yeah, it's true. Like if you're trying to, change yourself or change the course that you want to take, it really is new year, new me. I think some people just take it out of proportion sometimes, and that's why it's a very 100%. Hated quote.
Yeah.
Especially those people who say "New Year, new me" and then don't change a single thing about themselves.
Yeah, and it happens every time.
Every single year. Every single year.
It doesn't even have to do with content creation. It can be with anything else that you do regards to life. It can be the gym. It can be about doing certain like school-wise, or it could be about sports. It can be pretty much about anything that you want to improve in life and reach that goal. You lose track throughout the upcoming months, and then by the end of like August or like September, you're like, oh dude, this goal I had, I just completely gone, just vanished.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
dude, it takes you till September. Bro, it takes me till February.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like a month later, you forgot your complete New Year's resolution.
Yeah,
all my goals from last year just rolling over this year. Just
pretty much.
Like I really like. I think people really need to like start making their goals more of instead of I think having like big goals and reaching something is good, but I think having the goal attached to an action versus the reward is going to lead to a lot better results. Like, oh, the goal is for this week to post this. Like that the action versus like, oh, I want to get to 3,000 subscribers. It's like, well, yes, obviously,
how are you going to do that?
As like a rant, just, for example, but having that attached to the goal, I think is a lot more important.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's just a lot of small goals too. Yeah. There's a lot of small goals within that. Like staying consistent is like a huge thing. Like you're not going to reach whatever goal you want to reach without like being consistent and staying on top of yourself. So,
Yep. I saw Wavy's in the chat. We want to give a big shout out to Wavy's. He's our lead editor now for the team. So he's got his own office in the Cord now. So we love to see it. The man is killing it on all of our edits.
That was hilarious. Wavy's was announced editor lead, and he was like, "Do I have my own office now?
Yeah.
Does that mean I get an office?"
Dude, I was waiting for my office for like 6 months. Finally, and then I finally got it, bro. I was like, "Let's go."
I don't qualify for one.
The office is a safe.
I'm gonna need them social media posts. I'm gonna need them Tuesday, Thursday, baby, every week.
I know.
Every week.
It's not Tuesday.
It's not Tuesday.
It's Saturday.
Get them ready. That's all I'm waiting for. But no, it is awesome. A lot of people. It's very easy to tell who's taking 2023 seriously. But I'm excited to see where everyone is in like 2 months. Because we all know how motivation is, right? It's like
I
was always told it's like a warm bath. Eventually, it gets cold, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I like ice baths.
That's totally like a footballer thing. That's somebody who loves football.
Oh yeah,
just take the ice bath.
And that man is addicted to football.
So I guess like with that whole motivational thing, I saw in the chat, K-Brew said, "Do you think a good backlog helps with the burnouts? Like like as in like stockpiling your videos, do you think that helps with the motivation to keep it there to where you're not like stressing yourself out for umpteenth hours every so often and just getting it done?"
So
go?
I would say to stay prepared with future stuff and like build that, but then also let's say you have content lined up for the next week, right? You could have that mindset in the back of your mind. It depends on what kind of person you are, because I've tried that before, and I was like, okay, I have content for this week, and then you're just hammering yourself to get more for the next week. How I feel is like, if you want to line it up like that, just go ahead and grab some content, for like a couple days or so. I would say a week is too much, because then you'll fall on that and you'll be like, okay, you could be lazy per se. Say, I'm lined up for the week, I don't need to do anything else. But then what happens if you don't have anything for the next week? You know what I mean? So I would just say keep something for the next couple of days and then just move on from that.
Yeah, if you know you're not gonna have content for like the next couple weeks or something, just like learn to space it out and like find what time works best for you.
100%.
The uploading time is such a huge thing that a lot of people don't really realize. Like, no, at least in my experience, like people don't really like schedule their videos for times that like fit their channel. Like in their analytics, that's an easy thing to see. And it's an important thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, don't be posting at midnight. Don't be posting at midnight and after that, dude.
Nah, but
It will not
some
do
shorts,
anything, I
some
promise
shorts
you.
go crazy. Okay?
Yeah,
other 12
shorts are
o'clock.
different. Like,
Shorts are good.
shorts.
Yeah, shorts
overnight.
are
Post in the
different, yeah.
evening, everyone's already on their phone. Like, it's gonna
TikTok,
be
on the other hand,
And you would think that, but then you upload a TikTok at midnight or 11 o'clock PM, let's say, and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
TikTok
And
is
you
really
upload
bad
it at like 7 a.m. when everybody's going to school, and it just bangs throughout the day. Like, doesn't make any sense.
It's great.
I tried doing that the other day. Like I posted one at like 10:30, and then the next day I posted one at like noon. And you could tell because when I normally post them after on my day job, like I go on break, and I'm like, there's got to be a ton of other people going on break right now.
Yeah,
so like they're gonna be on their phones. There's gonna be more people. Like schools are gonna be on lunch break as well. And then it's like those 12 o'clock ones do way better in that first initial spurt, which is gonna drive it out more than the 10:30 ones. The 10:30 ones just like as soon as you find out where that time is, where the high like frequency of users is, then that's like a huge step and a huge thing.
Like, believe it or not, the most viral video I ever got on TikTok, I posted that at 5 a.m.
Yep.
And then it hit like 800 it hit like 880K at noon.
The DGens had your back.
It was
sometimes on
insane,
YouTube,
dude.
it takes like a couple. Like I remember, like when I first started YouTube Shorts, like it would take like over a day to reach the page. So like, even if your video like hasn't touched the page at all, like one view after like a day, don't delete it. Like leave it there for like at least a couple days and see if it takes off.
And I think YouTube has improved with that too, with their algorithm. Because yes, like you said, whenever YouTube Shorts was starting to bang, it would take like a day or two for it to hit. But now, if you're posting shorts consistently, it'll literally hit like over 1K in like 30 minutes or so.
Wait, I want to add on to it because somebody in the chat did say something pretty interesting where Shmugu said the thing is when you have a backlog too though, it might not be relevant at the time they recorded it, so it did not do as well, and when you upload it.
True.
But I would say this though, it depends on the type of content that you do. Obviously, if it's something like new, let's say like the Valorant update that just released for the public beta, right? I don't have any much, like I didn't schedule any of those out. I schedule videos that are like funny moments, stuff that can stay relevant throughout time, funny things. But if I'm talking about like, okay, at the time right there, I gotta go for it, any news or anything, then I upload it at that time, at that moment. Despite that I have, let's say, another video that's scheduled for that day, I upload another one for it to be relevant, and then people will be like, oh, this guy's up to date. So it depends. It depends.
And
if you upload news, then you have to do it quickly. Anything gaming related, funny moments, so on and so forth, you can have your honest time. There's many creators that upload in weird spots when games release. They don't do a video until like 2 weeks later and so on. So
and that's just a whole like content race discussion that I think took a lot of enjoyment out of new games. Because everybody's just like, I need to get this out. I need to be the first one to get this out. It's just like you can't even enjoy it at that point.
Yeah, that's why I like really stopped covering news, especially for like Destiny. Like I just don't I don't find it fun. I don't find it enjoyable. Like sometimes the videos would do well, but I stopped doing that, so I focus on stuff that would like hit out long term. And you want to talk about backlog, because a lot of my stuff, especially on TikTok, it's like daily stuff, right? Like whenever I go to do like these, especially now winter 2023, there's like 30 shows I'm covering anime wise, and like It's busy, boy.
That list doesn't even end too.
Yeah,
Like there's
that's
hundreds
true.
of animes. Like
Well, yeah, and that's just like the relevant one. So so what I'll do is I'll record it. Like for example, today I recorded 6, and so I'm posting them tomorrow. Like I usually do it like the day after, because by the time I'm done editing, which I did not get done until about 9:30 tonight, 30 minutes before the VoveCast, I'm like, I can't post this at 9:30 tonight. It's not gonna
I'm
do
not
well.
even done.
But you know what's funny is that on YouTube Shorts, it says my best time to post, what you're talking about looking at analytics, right, is 3 in the morning, because 50% of my demographic
Across
is
the
in
world,
Japan.
baby.
Like,
yeah,
That's true.
across
but
the
then
world.
on my
That's
main
true.
channel, it's like, oh, your normal time to post would be like 1 to 3 p.m. So and go back on backlog. Like I pulled like 3 of my streams so I can edit, because we just had like a whole multiplayer event in Destiny this past week. So I'm gonna chop that up and schedule those out throughout the week for short form content. But I think having a backlog is good. But if it's something that's relevant, I would like Scrubby said, content race. I don't like it, but if it's something that like you think's informative or you enjoy, like I just
Then do
post
it.
it. I literally post
Post
everything.
Post it.
Exactly.
Don't be scared to. If you ever think something's not gonna do well, you never know until you post it. So just
cares?
post
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Like-
just post it, because you never know if that video will change your freaking like your life.
Like
Honestly.
Mhm.
they had Mr.
Yeah.
Beast. He was talking about. He's like, if you want to get started on YouTube, he's like, you're not gonna see anything for a year. So
Nope.
if you're willing to fail for like a year, go for it. But you're gonna have to
Yeah.
post 100 times. So like once every 3 days, you need to put out a video. Like if you
Yeah.
want to actually like do well, hit YouTube partner, have a growing channel, be relevant. Like if you're not willing to put in that commitment, granted, not everyone's gonna want to do 100 videos. I don't even do 100 videos in a year. I don't think. Like, but if you want to grow like really fast, like that's gonna be the way to do it.
Oh yeah.
And also, like, consistency is something that's obviously important, but like your quality of content is something in my opinion, is way more important. Like,
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
pumping
Yeah.
out, like, you know, like clips are nice, but if you're just throwing out clips, like, in my opinion, like in my personal experience, they don't really do too well, like growth wise, in my opinion. So like uploading like once every 3 days, like he said, is like what you're gonna want to do, but you're gonna want to make sure you like put a lot of effort into that one singular video and make the most out of it, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people will tell you quality over quantity, and then
Yeah.
some people will tell you quantity over quality, which is not true
It-
at all.
Not
It
true.
really it in my
If you were,
in my opinion,
go
it
ahead.
really depends. Because
I mean,
the only reason I've been able to grow on my TikTok is because I post like 5 times a day.
well, and
like,
then here's the thing, though.
That's
that
different than
brings up-
YouTube and all
Yes,
that
it's
stuff.
absolutely different than YouTube. And then here's the thing, though. It depends on what content you're pushing out,
Yeah,
right? So, like,
yep.
if you're just uploading 3 unedited clips or barely edited clips a day for
Yeah, like
months,
if you're interacting,
you're not,
with
and
your
you're not
viewers-
seeing any growth, you're not. That's not the
Yeah,
way to do it.
exactly.
You need to have a hook or engage your viewers
Zoom in the
how-
camera.
somehow. Yeah, zoom in the
Captions.
camera, dude. Yeah, captions.
Add the shake. Add the
I
shake
can't
when
tell you
people are
how many-
screaming.
I
Put
can't
a
tell you
poop
how many
emoji,
clips.
one place.
I can't tell you how many clips I see on TikTok of
Have the cat
freaking
with
like
the
let's
mouse and
say
keyboard.
Buy
Yeah,
a green
like-
cloth. Teleport
Yeah.
yourself to a library.
exactly yeah teleport yourself to freaking Switzerland.
Thanks to Greece, baby.
Go to a
Greece.
library. No, but
Oh,
seriously, like I just see so many unedited clips on TikTok a day,
Yeah.
and they'll add like one little meme, and it's not even in the video; it just cuts off the video, and then it's a meme, and then they expect it to do
Yeah.
something. Like, bro, you gotta.
Yeah, it really
No.
depends. I forgot to freaking mention this when Shy was talking about Valorant. Didn't they reach out to you about a little something something?
Yes,
Ooh.
they did. They
Like,
actually did.
The official
funny.
Valorant Twitter.
They literally just I woke up and then I was like I'm going to work, and then I literally get a DM at 12, and I check it and I was like Valorant. I thought it was a notification because I thought I had notice
'Cause you had
on
the
for them
noties
that
on,
they
yeah,
tweeted
yeah.
something. Yeah, I thought I had that, but no. I click on it when I'm like in my 15-minute break. I click on it and they send me a DM where like, yo, we really enjoyed your video and we want to post it on our official TikTok page. Can we do that? Just send this and like just tell us that and we'll for sure do it. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's huge.
And I was with
Oh my
I was
days.
with on that montage. I was with Shroud. There's Celsius. There's Kaide. There's
Pokimane?
Pokemon is there
Pokey.
too.
That's insane.
Rena, there's a good amount of like top creators there, and I'm just there too. You know, despite that it was a small segment, and you know, it's still they still
still
show my
you.
ad. You know, it's
Still
still
Were there other
exactly.
like a lot of small creators on there?
There was, I would say, like there was like a good like probably like 5 or 4 small
they have
creators,
Joels?
and the rest, I think, yeah, they did have Joels. I think they did have Joels,
Not surprised.
and pretty much I did get a couple followers from that, but still, it was pretty hype that Valiant was able to see my TikTok and we're like, yo, we really liked it. We want to put it in our, you know, official TikTok page.
We
That's
love
got to
to
give
see
you
it.
like a nice
That's
sense of
W.
validation and confidence to like
Oh,
keep
yeah.
pushing out
Oh,
more
yeah,
of that content because
100%.
like even the game, like the company that puts on your favorite game, the game that is your bread and butter and stuff, like the fact that they're even still looking and seeing you through this crowd and being like, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
No,
And you
I was
gotta
so
think about how
proud.
many people play Valorant too.
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly.
How many
Nah.
people create Valorant content?
no, they
too.
saw Shy wasn't buying skins, so they had to give him some validation. So Riot's like,
Maybe we
you
can
know
give
what we
this
should
boost,
do,
get some skins,
right?
but hey,
We gotta make money.
Hey, buddy, there's gonna be a new pack coming out, by the way. So, like,
Can you make a video about that, please? Don't worry about it.
dude,
We're
tell
not
him
gonna
give
do
me
it.
a
to
hearing
give you your
pedal
own,
our skins.
tell him to give you your own
Camera's
buddy, like a clover buddy on
Ooh,
like the
that'd be so
Vandal.
nice.
Ooh, that'd be
There isn't-
sick.
Oh, dude,
There is
that's
no
sick.
buddy right now that's a Clover theme, but if there is, I'm for sure getting that.
You'd be like,
There's
"It's
no
me!"
doubt
Just
about it.
buying the $100 bundle
right.
just for the buddy.
I would do that, honestly. Actually,
blame
no,
you.
you can buy the
Yeah,
buddy
definitely.
alone. You can buy the buddy alone.
Yeah, you're right.
So-
My bad.
I would just do that. But still, that's pretty fire.
Sweet. Let's see what else do I got on the list here. Oh, kind of serious talk. We want to talk about Gnosis.
Oh,
Pretty much, not to get into super mega detail, but you know, I tried to talk to him, Hirsch tried to talk to him, Gray tried to talk to him. Pretty much comms kind of fell through for a while, and you know, we didn't have like a good sense of direction on, you know, what we wanted to do for them content wise and a couple other things. So we ended up you know, parting ways. You know, nothing against him or anything like that, but again, you know, when we were talking about in the meeting when it comes to like an energy sponsor, because obviously we still have Gamer Advantage, we still have Overpowered, we still have those partnerships, and we're very thankful for those. I'm trying to get back in touch with Gamer Advantage so we can have some more exclusive content to see if we can do any giveaways and stuff like that as well for the community. But when it comes to an energy partner specifically, we all know there's 1,000,001 energy drink supplement, all this other stuff. So you know, in the meeting we were sitting down and talking about we want to get partnered with someone who's I would say a big player, a serious player. You know, we could talk about Juvie and Ghost and all these other like basically big brand you know, I would say I can't say just energy drink company, but it's pretty much what it would be.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you know, it's going to take a lot of work from us, you know, content wise, especially on YouTube. So, we just wanted to bring that up. So, like, I'm not sure if Code Vove still works at Gnosis, but you guys don't have to worry about that anymore. So it's not our problem anymore. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. These things happen. You know, previously with Advanced, same thing happens. No comms, just
No
we had to
comms.
we had to part ways. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So,
We just move on. We move on.
yep. Next on the list, let's see. Oh, apparel drops. Yes.
Ooh, those are exciting.
Now that the website has a 24-hour store, and I believe the creator codes all still work, which is hilarious. Which we love it. Use code David checkout.
No,
I
that's
mean,
not.
you can use anybody's code. It don't matter. We're all having a good time. But we talked about you know, doing quarterly drops. So every 3 months there's gonna be a drop. So pretty much like winter, spring, summer, fall this year. And we want to see if we can get a couple of the drops to be you know, a creator collab or creator specific you know, collab with Team Vove. You know, think about it, if Shy Clover had like a Shy Clover hoodie, and it had like the hoodie, like the think about the Clover here, but it'd be a green hoodie,
we
and then
talking.
the Team Vove logo.
That's what I like to hear.
That'd
See,
be
look,
fire. That'd be
look,
fire.
we got ideas rolling. So
That's nice.
it's gonna be dope. I already have like 79 ideas in my head. So But that's something we were talking about, something we're thinking about doing. But Hurst was talking about quarterly drops, so we will be getting quarterly drops now, which is fantastic. Love to see it.
Yes, sir.
More merch.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Let's see. I think that's all the big stuff that I had on the list, honestly. Like I said, 2023, we're trying to get stuff together for content. Obviously, Call of Duty has kind of gone down the crapper, content-wise. Guys, this broken gun. No one cares. No one cares anymore, dog.
That's why, honestly.
I was gonna say
there is anymore.
I was gonna say if the COD people want to talk about that too, like just
Proc
like
chat's even
the downfall.
For the time,
Yeah, dude.
in my opinion, that content isn't bad, but like if you want to create like a solid foundation behind yourself, you need to be unique, and just putting videos out like that isn't really gonna get you anywhere for like long term, you know.
What
Like,
happens?
You might see a little growth, but
Yeah, let's say you're making loadout videos. What happens when you run out of guns to make loadouts out of?
Yeah, there's only a
Like,
finite
then
amount of
what?
guns until the next
Exactly.
battle pass comes out.
Double
this kill
akimbo
streak
pistols.
This kill streak is absolutely broken in Call of Duty.
Hey guys, what's going on? I just
then
dropped my
even proc chat.
19th loadout video for the Lockman sub. Looks like we're gonna be getting the 20th one in this one.
But I remember that was an issue when Warzone, the first Warzone came
Yeah.
out, and so many like creators started doing loadout vids, and then they just kept on spamming, and then they're like, "Oh, this is the next kilo loadout, no recoil, absolutely amazing, 60-round
What up,
mag."
Jedi?
No
I see,
recoil?
That was me. That was
And-
me.
and we
I'm
got
not gonna lie,
Roasty.
That was me.
Dude, I
And
couldn't
Swifty.
go on my TikTok
I love it,
without like literally it'd be like 10 of them, then one video I'm like, that's nice, and then it's just like another 10, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
please.
the whole Call of Duty scene is just like kind of chalked right now.
Yeah.
Even Prox chat, it was fun
Yeah.
at the beginning, and now it's just like, eh.
I'll still get like there's still some funny stuff that goes on.
Oh,
Like, in the
definitely,
gulag, there's
sure.
still stuff like that, but 9 times out of 10, I was talking about this the other day with Owl and stuff, where it's like I've had a couple where it's like I say something that I know I got. Like I got my people I'm playing with busted. I got the people that I said it to busted. I'm like, shit, I wasn't recording. I'm gonna try to get this again. And you got to go into 10 different lobbies, do it 10 different times. It starts getting watered down, and then at that point, like every single response you get is just like, shut up, dude. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Like, what are you? Or just demonetized stuff, just bad, terrible
Yeah.
things just getting said, and it's just like, well, now I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I don't want to post it. Yeah. Roasty asked in the chat. He said, "Any new Vove recruitments soon?"
I can talk about this. So the official statement we have is that we're not looking to recruit, and it's because it's not a main priority for the team. We have like a really stacked, group of people right now, especially and after the meeting on this Sunday, we talked about a lot of stuff that we talked about in this one. Like we said, we're not looking to recruit people, but I mean, Beaks is a recent example. He associated with community. He was with Al. It's one of those things where, I mean, Al in real life, so I mean, it's also a little different too. And you had actually, I want you to talk about too. You had a whole brand change, on how you even got started in content creation in general. So I want you to talk about that actually, because that's hilarious.
So I have made like 4 YouTube channels throughout my day. Like I started off, I go over it every once in a while. Like, so I thought I was going to do like IRL stuff when I was super young. Like everybody thought.
Everybody
I
does,
did
yeah.
Like I was
Check out my
posting the
hometown.
jankiest, lamest, like vertical on my iPod Touch, trick shots on my mini hoop. Like I was doing stuff like that, and then like I
in
had
the
a friend-
house,
No,
That's
outside,
content.
like
That's
lowered
content.
it down, shooting over a car, thinking I'm a badass. When Blake Griffin's dunking over a Kia, like I'm sitting there in my Packers pajama pants and a sweatshirt, shooting a ball at a tattered hoop in a driveway somewhere. It looked like ass. And then I started like playing more video games and recording that stuff, bought Elgatos and stuff like that, and would pick up clips that I thought were cool, and then I get roasted by my friends saying, "Why are your montages all double kills?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's thanks." Thanks.
You
And
said
then-
Baby
and then-
triple.
And then I stopped doing all that stuff till I got to college, and then proceeded to drop out of 3 of them. And I was just needing something to fill my time. So I would start to make videos, and I started off with Siege stuff, and then after about a month and a half, I kind of lost the passion. I was like, screw it. And then I went and got an apartment by myself, and I'm like, I need more things to fill my time again. Yeah, I was by myself. Like
I'm in my living room right now.
Off. My fiance was off living at college and stuff, and I'm sitting there trying to just figure out what I'm gonna do. And I was just started making more content. It started off with like Rogue Company, and then it transitions back into Call of Duty, and it like in and out and all this stuff.
Days, man.
I wish that game banged, dude. I wish
Lancer was.
I
my
remember
lady.
making montage mixtapes of that game. I thought.
I wish
Rogue
Rogue Company was still like, the hot
Prevalent.
topic. Yeah,
Oh, dude,
relevant.
that'd be-
Yeah.
Hey,
That was
I mean,
such a good
it
game,
got
dude.
like Dr. Disrespect skins in it, so it's got to have some relevance, you know what I'm
In
saying?
my opinion, that's
yeah.
when it dropped down for me. That's when I cut out.
That's when it got
you
bad.
do not disrespect a two-time like that.
Yeah,
Big
he can
big
give me a
gamers
free
started
time
playing the
4
game,
times,
so it
I'm out.
became
I'm sorry.
butt cheeks.
But yeah, that whole time I was making stuff under the name I Guess TV, and at this time, Jen and I, after high school or during high school, we kind of had like a falling out, and we didn't really talk. So my boy, shout out my boy K Brew, he was in her Twitch chat one day, and I was streaming, and he goes in there and she was in, and she goes, "Does anybody have any ideas on who to raid?" And he puts my name in there, says this guy. Has no idea it's me. Haven't talked to her in God knows how long, and my name's not associated with anything. Don't got my face on it. I made a janky logo in a free Photoshop app that I just threw up on there to get some sort of branding. And she pops in the stream and she's like, "Oh wow, it's Beaks," and I'm like,
That's awesome.
I was like,
That's authentic though. That's
That
like
is
where
awesome,
everyone
dude.
starts.
That is
man.
awesome.
Like
So-
starting off with the free logos and the free all that, that's just
And-
like where everyone starts.
So she raided me,
Mhm.
and then her and I started talking again, and then we got back into communication, and then while I still had this I Guess TV name, which I thought was so badass because I wanted to make variety stuff, and I was like, "What's variety TV? And what am I gonna do? Gonna do it, I guess." Like, so
My God.
got back in touch with her, and we started playing games, playing Call of Duty, streaming and doing all this stuff. And then I sat down with her and another friend at the time, and she was like, "We got to change that name. Like, you want to?" I was just like, "Yeah, I know. I need a rebrand." And we just sat down and we were just trying to think of something with Beaks, because that's been my name for how long in real life. Why not just have it be the same? And then we're just going through like word Beaks, and then just out of nowhere, Winking was just like, "Sir Beaks." I'm like, "I could wear a crown." And then it was that from there. Like it was Sir Beaks from there. I actually went on Amazon and bought. Let me go grab it.
Oh no,
Oh nah.
he's got a crown.
Bro, look at his back. Look at the fit.
Oh dude,
I actually bought
It's
2
a
crowns
crazy.
from Amazon
Yo!
that I would wear on streams
Yeah.
all the damn time to
Yo!
play into it.
Yo,
And
that is sick.
Yo,
And so-
teleport yourself to a kingdom, bro.
dude, I could now. I might need to bring
Yeah,
the
you
crown
could.
back. So yeah, so it spawned into that, and then just kept kind of grinding on that, trying to build something, and then there was one day we were just playing, and I got a text from her, and she goes like, "Hey, like, you've been playing with the members on the team and stuff, and you've been talking with everybody. Just say that you're grinding." And I was like, that's actually not a bad idea. Like, what's stopping me? What's stopping me?
Yeah.
That's true.
So then I went ahead and and I just put it out there into the Twitterverse, and then just started talking with people, and we came to here, and now we're just vibing and keep trying to do the same
Vibing and
janky-
grinding, baby.
same janky multiplayer skill with the loudness and pizzazz of a kind of like a homeless guy on the side of the street shouting about the world ending.
Yo.
This guy is
very
definitely
oddly specific.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did
Almost
want
like
to
a
point out,
midget.
like 12
Almost
minutes
like
ago, someone when Scrubby said in the chat, it's like, doesn't mean we won't pick up anyone though, so keep grinding. That is correct. Like,
absolutely.
I guess I didn't finish my sentence. Yes, like there still is the possibility of getting picked up by a team, obviously. But again, it's very easy to tell who's getting. I can't even say it's easy to tell who's getting picked up, but it's obvious that certain things need to happen. when it comes to interacting with the community, taking the interest in members. You know, I can't tell you what to do, like, or anything like that. Like, if you're in the community and you're grinding your own content and you're just here to vibe, fantastic. If you're here to grind, like, we want to see that too. There's no doubt.
Like, just because a team's not looking, it doesn't mean that you can't basically make them look. Like,
exactly.
Do something that puts you out, makes you unique. And then, I mean, unfortunately, sometimes the unique stuff doesn't necessarily do numbers, and numbers do talk to an extent. But if there's no point in like just like drowning yourself in a sea of all this other same stuff. So the uniqueness, and with time, the uniqueness can breed numbers. That's going to make any team, whether they're looking or not, perk their ears up and get their eyes open.
Like everyone in here, except for Dave. Dave was the only one out of everyone in here that got picked up in an RC.
I got picked up in an RC.
Yeah. You got picked up in an RC. Everybody else got picked up in between RC, or maybe they weren't looking to recruit. But, you know, we still got picked up. We still, you know,
we definitely participated in RC.
Oh, yeah.
So did Shy, yeah.
So did Shy, yeah. But still, the explanation here is like, even if
Nick. Hey, Nick.
even if you're not going for a recruitment challenge, or we say we're not, our main priority isn't to pick somebody up, you never know what'll happen. You never know. It just takes one DM, and then, like, you know, you're talking with us. Like, it's that simple.
Here's a good topic of conversation. YouTube or Twitch live streams going forward? Can we get a vote on a preference?
Oh my god.
YouTube.
No,
YouTube
Twitch.
Streams.
YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube streams, baby.
I was asked this question last week. The only reason I won't go to YouTube is because I don't think I, as a creator, am ready for that switch yet.
Okay,
I don't feel like starting with a clean slate.
That's a little
because
different.
I built a community on Twitch, and yes, Twitch was in a bad state a couple months ago, where everybody was moving over to YouTube and all that stuff. And I also feel like the extensions that you can get on Twitch that you can't get on YouTube just makes the experience for the viewer that much more special. Like, there's so many widgets and stuff that you can add to your stream.
YouTube's coming out
all that
stuff.
Kind of stuff yeah, YouTube's coming out with that stuff now, but they don't have everything that Twitch has to offer.
Yeah, but I
just feel like it's personal preference. It's personal preference.
At the end of the day, that's a point. And I want to talk about the other thing you said too. It's just like, if you don't have like a big YouTube like
channel,
maybe a presence, so you're not posting consistently, it might be good to stay on Twitch. But I think if the plan is, if you're gonna be posting on YouTube, like, try to get a YouTube partner, like all this other stuff, especially with all the changes that are coming next month, like getting partner from Shorts, being able to have certain monetization things before you're even YouTube partner. Like, you're going to be able to hit some pretty big things like on YouTube. And yes, you don't have the widgets, but then you also talk about community. If people actually give a rat's ass about you, they can easily make a switch over to YouTube.
Yeah. And that's
because
they're
watching your YouTube stuff anyways.
Yep.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Shorts, TikTok, whatever, they're going to be watching it anyways.
And it's all in one spot too. I have long form, short form, and live content.
And that's a good point.
That was the big thing that I harp on every time, where it's like, if you don't have that community, like if you don't have like
Avid, I love YouTube
in the background of that. That's
just my opinion though.
Yeah, sometimes you might see a certain number and get a little down in the dumps about it.
Yeah,
but if you're willing to bust through that, I think the discoverability's only gotten better off of YouTube Live and off of all that stuff, because obviously I think they truly hear the plights a little bit more, but it's all that same place. I think the one big barrier to entry is people making thumbnails for their lives.
That
thumbnails.
That too.
I think having to do that instead of just hitting a live button, it's not as air quotes easy, where there's a little bit more prep.
I will admit there definitely is more to it, because you have to like actually go in and, you know, put in the details for the live, like the title, description, hashtags, tags, what game you're playing, a YouTube thumbnail, like, and I do that stuff. I stream 3 times a week on YouTube, so I have to do all that 3 times a week, right?
And it's a lot more complex.
And honestly, it takes me an extra 10 minutes. Like, your thumbnails don't have to be like Tim the Tatman, Dr. Lupo, crazy thumbnails. Right. Mine's just like, it has like a red thing that says live, and then I have an image of like what I'm gonna be doing specifically. Like, if I'm gonna be playing Iron Banner in Destiny, I'm gonna use an Iron Banner, picture, maybe, edit it so a little more exposure, a little more colorful, and I'll use that.
Yeah.
But I will admit it does take a little more time, but it's just how YouTube works.
Yeah.
So I had to adapt.
Those few months ago, I think it was really in question with how self-destructive Twitch was kind of being, and how honestly, in a word, stagnant YouTube was being. They weren't making a ton of changes. They were just kind of being, and just kind of reaping the benefit off of bad decisions on the other side. It looked really, really bad for Twitch. And then, but then it's almost like that whole people kind of stopped caring after a little bit, and then Twitch started doing like maybe one or two very, very minute good things, and then YouTube was still just sitting kind of, and then it's like everybody kind of forgot about it. Where I think maybe YouTube didn't capitalize a ton on that choice or a ton on that moment, but it was, I think it opened eyes for a lot of people, but maybe didn't make that change quite yet.
Yeah.
What do you think, Shy? Because you stream on Twitch, so
I do. You're right. Here's what I would say.
Actually, I think, does everyone here stream on Twitch?
Now, yeah.
Not
Okay.
anymore.
Okay. Control's on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Nick streams once in a blue moon.
For a stretch there, I was on YouTube.
But I'll say this though. I think obviously the comparison between Twitch and YouTube are pretty much massive. There's one is just a live streaming platform. The other one is you can post content, long form, short form, and you can also do live streams. So the amount of just stuff that you can post and have like you can say like a portfolio, so people can see and enjoy your content, is all just in one. But the thing that really just defines between Twitch or YouTube is how big is your community, and if you're starting, that Twitch might be your quote unquote best friend for the moment. Because on YouTube, if you don't have a subscriber count, you go live, you might not get so much views. You might get like 1 or 2, whatever. But on Twitch though, despite that, it doesn't have like that way to like people can see your stream and they scroll and how like an algorithm pretty much. Here though, you have people can raid you. People can do a lot more things, and you can start slowly grow. Sorry about that. So you can start slowly growing a community, and create clips, post them too short, so on and so forth. And then once you grow that community in Twitch, whatever, and you have like a small, like let's say 30 or 40 people watching you, then you can do the switch to YouTube. Once you have like, let's say like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 subscribers, and you already have a consistent viewer count on your YouTube videos. Like Dave is a good example. He has his YouTube videos and he gets at least over like 1,000 videos, like 1,000 views.
1,000
plus.
Videos?
1,000 videos, yo!
He's busted
He
his
gets
ass.
1,000 views plus on his Destiny content, pretty much. And he understands that there is a community there that people watch his content and enjoy it. And pretty much he can just go live, and there's gonna be people there and be like, oh, Dave's going live. I'm just gonna watch him. Anything Destiny related, or it can be like High on Life that you've been playing recently. Anything else, pretty much.
Yeah.
I like to
you're
think
gonna be
about
there.
it like
You're gonna be there.
you're uploading all your different kinds of content, right? So like if you're just streaming, I obviously wouldn't recommend that in the first place. If you
Absolutely
really want to
not.
make something for yourself, make content.
Are you a
obviously.
content creator, or are you only a streamer?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But along with that, like if you're uploading consistently on YouTube and you're streaming and uploading shorts and all of that, I feel like obviously the discoverability is just going to be extremely, extremely higher for you. Especially if you
that's a good
upload
way
a
to think
short
about
and then
it.
go live, like you're already in
Yeah.
the feed.
That,
And they're
now the
adding
short
the live
show
filter,
when
yeah.
you're live now. Yep.
They're
I like that.
they're adding that live filter, so that's a huge
That's
thing
nice.
for discoverability on YouTube.
That's
that,
something I might have to take
people
into
need to take
consideration
advantage
now.
of. Yeah.
I might have to take that.
That's what I would.
into
That's what I would
Huge
always try to
thing.
do. Is like try to upload a short, because even if they like maybe they see that and they're like, oh, I like this stuff, they hit your name and then it's like, oh, he's live.
It's like the thing for
too now?
TikTok,
Let's check
right?
it.
Like you'll see the person's live, and you'll see their TikTok on the next thing, and it's like, oh, this person's live. Like it's the same thing.
I think a big thing is that like kind of to touch what you were saying, Controls, is that like I think Twitch at the end all be all, I can see YouTube kind of taking over, but then Twitch is still gonna be that nice little like accoutrement, that nice little side piece where it's like you can do Twitch.
I need to
but that
grab my
Twitch
dictionary for that word.
What accoutrement?
He said accoutrement. You mean a
It's a nice little-
charcuterie board?
Vocabulary.
I'm like a sommelier of words.
He's using big words. I don't understand.
I don't get it. I went to public school.
But
I don't get it.
It's like if you are on Twitch, you're able to like you're kind of almost able to siphon that content into your YouTube, but it's kind of hard to do it the other way around. Where like Twitch can be a good like piece with YouTube, but I don't know if like if you're like focusing on YouTube, it's almost like Twitch doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because there's like no way to like
Honestly,
siphon that off.
Yeah, the only time I hop on Twitch now is to check out Twitch Prime rewards, like give my Twitch Prime to somebody, or to see if it's Dave TV is available as a name, because someone with 2 followers has it with no profile picture or anything, and I want it for branding, obviously.
Same.
To be honest,
So-
I've been waiting on
also-
Scrubby for freaking like
Scrub.
Oh, I was gonna say too, Shy, by the way, they do have raids. They've had raids available for like a couple months now, but now they have it to where like I think you can have your settings to where it's like anybody can raid you, or like only people that you subscribe to.
I did
Can
hear
raid
about
you?
that. I did hear about that. They like they
Oh.
mostly you have to have like a specific amount of people. Like, okay, this
Mhm.
person can raid me, and it was kind of complicated before.
Yeah, it's
and
easy
I was
now.
like, oh,
Mad
it's
easy.
kind of like.
I was gonna say the other thing
complicated,
too,
but I
because like
that. It's pretty nice.
I went from Twitch straight to YouTube. Like I did not make the slow transition of like, oh, guys, I'm streaming on Twitch today. I'm streaming on YouTube, which in retrospect, I kind of wish I did. Be like, hey guys, we're gonna be eventually moving more over to YouTube. Like we're streaming on Twitch twice this week, once on YouTube. Next week, twice on YouTube, once on Twitch. Like some sort of slow transition. Now I just did the cut and clean transition. I probably like I said, I probably should have done a slow transition. I was just like, I hit YouTube partner, channels getting massive growth, big community. Like I had no reason not to, but like we said, I still have Twitch. Like I have to have it, you know, if I want to watch anybody or, you know, any of this stuff, you know, if subathon things go on.
People are scared to make the switch. Like bigger creators, like
There's-
like you're gonna lose like your viewers a little bit, but like
Mhm.
That's part of
Twitch
the
is just
growth.
gonna keep that. Twitch is always gonna be that level above YouTube because like no one really is like coming over. Like
Yeah,
I think they're mostly gonna rely on people blowing up on YouTube mainly, like Speed for example.
Mm-hmm.
He blew up on YouTube and he's obviously is their
A
biggest
menace
streamer
to
on there.
society. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna
a
say like what
menace
you
to
talked about,
society.
like with Twitch, like being in a weird spot. I feel like Twitch has been just doing this up and down, all this stuff,
Yeah.
and YouTube is just this constant. It's slow, but constantly improving stuff, especially for creators, because like everything that you do on the platform now, come February, is gonna go toward YouTube partner shorts views, like. You
That's
get, I think it's like a
nice.
million,
Live streams
it-
too.
live
that's
streams count as
huge.
well, like,
you
all
get
that-
that towards your partnership
and all that
those
stuff,
hours.
and you can monetize on all that stuff as well. Like shorts is like, oh, if there's an ad that plays like within a certain part of your like before or after your video or something like that, because you know that works on TikTok too, right? Like you see ads and stuff on TikTok, like same thing, right? There's so many ways to take advantage of that. Not that monetization is like the only thing to do, but I don't know. Right when I hit YouTube partner and I was like looking through the list of like all this stuff, like in retrospect, most of the stuff stays the same. Like I have emotes, I have monthly badges. Like I don't have all the widgets like I used to. Some of them still I could probably still implement if I wanted to. But for now, Twitch is still going to be a huge streaming platform. But if you plan on making content on YouTube, like previously, I will talk about Nerdy. Like he did leave the team, but he's done a fantastic job with his Pokemon like content and news content update. People love the green screen, the microphone. Everyone loves it. Beak's got his green screen. Like he knows what's up. He's
I got a circle one
No
in the
way
back,
you have
but
it
my
ready.
webcam's just not good.
Do you have the green screen ready? Oh,
yeah. See,
No.
look, everyone
Dude, do you
loves-
ever trip over that shit?
Oh, all the fucking time, dude. My pinky toe looks disheveled, dude. My pinky toe looks like it's down as a dumps.
Can you teleport yourself real quick?
I haven't worked out how to do that on Discord yet.
Yeah, okay.
Dang.
Yeah, you could do
That'd be
OBS
nuts.
virtual cam and do all that. But I think honestly, if you're gonna start making content on YouTube like consistently, like slowly make the switch over, and come February, like you'll be able to monetize
getting better.
you'll be able to monetize on your channel before you have the quote unquote YouTube partner stuff, which is 1,000 subs and the view hours. View hours is the hardest. View hours is the
4,000 watch
hardest
hours
because
in
you
the
have
rolling
to be
years.
posting consistently.
Yeah.
I was at
And
2,000 view hours at the time, and it took me 3 months of just like posting once, twice a week, including shorts, 3 months, boom, partner. After being unpartnered for like 3-4 years. I was
Right.
I was partnered before the good old Mr. Paul situation with Japan and all that. We
Yeah.
can't talk about that.
Oh, you mean the
obviously.
first one? You mean the first situation?
Yeah, the first situation.
Not the second, third, fourth, and fifth?
Because I was partnered on YouTube in college at 300 subscribers.
Damn.
Like I just had the views, and so like for a couple months there, I was getting like $1,500 in college. You're a college student, you're like, dude, I'll get Chipotle for like 3 days out of the week for lunch. Screw it, like might as well. Dude, that's bar money. We're going to the bar.
Hell yeah.
3 shots on me because that's expensive.
I don't have to go home after a shot and a beer because I have more money now.
Exactly. So honestly, I think YouTube's been. If you're on Twitch right now, fantastic. But if you're posting on YouTube, get on over.
I think a lot of this, like, I didn't even know a lot of the stuff that you were saying here, like, where it's like, I didn't realize that they were doing the monetization thing. I didn't realize that they've ironed out rating. I didn't realize all that stuff. The one thing that I love YouTube for is the analytics. Like, the analytics on YouTube, I think, are unmatched compared to any other analytical analysis.
Very
on
specific, yeah.
You really got to look at them too. It's so important, like I said before.
It's actually really interesting, even if you don't, like, love analytics. Like, I like analytics, but looking at the YouTube ones, it's like, this is satisfying. Like, this is fun to look at and see all this different stuff. But I think come February, because of all these things that it has, where it has the base blocks for all these things, where the video portion of YouTube, I think that's the one where it's top dog. It's unrivaled. I don't know if you'll get anywhere better for like medium form, like actual edited videos.
Yeah.
And then it has the base blocks and is getting very good at shorts, where at some point it might be almost identical to TikTok, where TikTok right now I think is the height of that.
Yeah.
And then the live streaming, they have the base blocks that they're building off of, where at some point it might be at Twitch, where they have all these things laid and they can only go up on the 2 from wherever they're at. I think come February, with all these changes and the fact that they have the base blocks, I think that it's going to be another discussion again,
For
like
sure.
it was 3 months ago.
Well,
I'm thinking about it.
bring it up next year.
You guys really should think about it. Seriously,
I'm definitely thinking about it.
Yeah.
Definitely thinking about it. Because
Like,
I'm going to be focusing on YouTube a lot more moving this year.
Yeah.
And all of it in one site is just great.
That is true.
Yeah.
Everything's just there.
I mean, even like TikTok Live, for example, like that's such a big crucial part in people's growth. And now that YouTube is following in the footsteps, but you can post all your content on there, it's just, good. And it's made for that. Like TikTok, yeah, you can upload like 10 minutes worth of video, but like it's still
nobody's gonna sit. Yeah,
like,
nobody's gonna sit through 10 minutes of that, bro. No way.
It's weird because like I posted my first. The longest I'll typically post is 3 minutes. So it hits like, because like when they implemented like the 3-minute one, I'll post like the 3-minute one. I posted my first 6-minute one, and it actually hit around the same average wise as all the other videos, which is like really weird. So
I got a question for you. Did you make the video vertical format for the whole thing, or was it just horizontal?
Yes, vertical format for the whole thing.
Okay, so
I didn't do the thing on TikTok now where you can upload it 1080 and then do full screen, so you turn your whole phone. So now it's like I'm watching a whole YouTube video on TikTok now. Like
I was gonna say, I wonder how people would change like the editing style, like changing it in a vertical format instead of like horizontal. But I didn't know you did that. That's cool though.
That's really cool.
I do a lot of crap on there.
Yeah,
crap.
Dave's a visionary.
TikTok's my best platform. We love it.
You're my best platform.
Also, congrats on 100K too. That's
Yes.
Big ups. Let's go.
huge.
1/10
How
to
big
the
you
Millie Whoppers. And I'm still not a part of the creator crap or whatever. Like
That's not important though.
yeah, it's
The
not.
creator
If anything, it worsens your stuff.
Yeah, I
does, it
was in
worsens
the
your
creator
stuff.
fund, and then I stepped out of it thinking I was like not getting many views, and I still don't get many views.
Yeah, I don't know.
bad.
Like I said, YouTube's my
Down
main
bad,
priority.
bro.
I just like when it comes to content, because like I cover like gaming, tech, and anime, and TikTok is my main anime platform. Because on YouTube, half of my stuff gets copyright claimed. Obviously, like I'm not surprised that Aniplex or any of these other studios are like, oh, by the way, this is like our copyrighted content. I figured out a way to get around it for full YouTube videos, but has to be less than 30 seconds for the clip. All right, I figured it out.
Yeah.
So, but on there, it's just like it's just something I fell into. I enjoy doing it. Get comments all the time. It's like, you just added like 6 shows to my list. I'm like, it's not my problem. You gotta watch them now. Like, it's great. Like, and what Shai's talking about, he's like doing more keyboard stuff. Like, I love that stuff. Like, I'm doing like a keyboard giveaway here soon with like mouse pads and like a keyboard case and stuff like that.
I'm
so,
partaking in that.
yeah, thank you very much. I honestly just need to get rid of some stuff, so that's why I'm doing it. Like, I have like
I need
It's
a
the
mouse
giveaway
pad.
garage sale.
I need a Vove mouse
well,
pad. What am I
I'm
doing?
I'm trying to figure out what keycap sets I want to give away with the 2, because some of them are like Japanese kanji, and I'm like, no one's gonna know this shit. They're gonna like look down their keyboard and try to type and be like, where's C again? I know where escape is.
Oh, you
I know where
start
the
typing
space bar
randomly.
is.
Is this
Like,
game WASD? Because I have fish, triangle,
Exactly, yeah,
straight lines. What
just
are we doing?
emoji keycaps? Like, so there's plenty of stuff that's gonna be going on this year. Like, I mean, hell, at this, like, I just bought a new CPU and motherboard today. I got stuff. I'm gonna start getting to these like setup wars now, because I think my
Ooh.
setup's like a spaceship. Honestly,
It is.
Yeah,
I got
with a
like
it is.
4
PC
monitors
setup
here,
and
2
like
PCs.
4 monitors.
Do you have a
like-
setup video or no? Like an updated one?
I have an old setup video.
You gotta make an updated one.
I do
dude.
have to do an updated one.
You can do
but-
short form and long form.
I'll have a CPU and a motherboard ready, and I have my old PC case back here that I can put it back into. So maybe we'll do a PC giveaway. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm gonna be there.
I
I'm
actually
gonna be
might
ready.
have some
I'm
parts
ready.
if you need some.
I would need, if I don't want an air cooler, I would need an AIO, a GPU, some RAM, and
Damn,
I
some
have
storage.
16 gigabytes of DDR4.
That's fine. The DDR4 works because that's what the motherboard takes.
I'll
Yeah,
take it.
no.
I'll put it.
Yeah, we know. We know. That's
Tyler's in the chat. Shout
He's
out you,
like-
Tyler. What's going on, baby?
Tyler.
Nick wants a dual PC setup now.
I still gotta
No.
set mine up.
I
gotta
need to
get
do
it
it.
fixed
I
on
It's
the
gave,
space.
I gave Mike my old PC.
Oh,
and
that's
he got,
right. Yeah.
He got a brand new one for work for free, and he's letting Angie use my old one at his house. He has,
Oh,
two,
damn.
he has 2 setups next to each other.
Couple
I'm about to get a
setups.
second one. I'm about to get a second
back,
one, but
bro.
I don't know if I want to do
That's
the
what I was saying, I was
4070
like,
Ti.
"Bank."
I don't know if the 4070 Ti looks like a good card or not.
Nah, you don't need it.
It's
Yeah,
only
that's
like
what
I thought about.
5% faster than the 2090.
I'm keeping my 3080, so I'm good to go.
Honestly,
I got a
might do that.
2070 Super on my computer right now with
That's
a
what I got on this one,
7900X, bro. I 7900X processor I got in there with a 20.
I have a 1660 Super.
Dude,
No way, really?
That's some man can overclock that to.
I'm
go crazy.
bottlenecking bad.
I'm
Yeah,
struggling.
3050, bro.
I'm struggling.
Scrubby's like,
1660 Super
1660,
i7 9700K.
Scrubby's just ignoring the temperature gauges as they're like red. It's fine. It's fine.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
No, don't worry about it.
90 degrees. Don't worry. It's
You
totally
smell
fine.
that?
Do not worry about that.
I mean,
Literally
it'll hit like 85 while playing.
Is there
COD.
fire?
It'll hit
man,
for
something
85.
Man's cooking some s'mores over his GPU.
He's like, new PR. Let's go. New PR. Come on. Keep going higher. Let's go.
Nah, we good
Let's
though.
see.
Yeah, I'm
It's
lucky
25
if I
kills as
get.
toast.
I'm lucky if I get like 80 frames on Call of Duty.
Hey, I mean, if it's above 60,
But
right,
it works.
You're doing
It
good.
works.
My new
Work.
PC doesn't even run it at 80.
I lowered a
What?
lot of my settings for Warzone 2.
Yeah, no, I'm on
gotta do
low
that.
settings. I'm on absolutely like lowest settings.
I followed like the BR Paradox one. I think I was getting like 160 or something out of mine. Like,
Damn.
so I was like,
I
that's
saw, I think the
perfect.
dude had a 4090 and a 1300, whatever the new i9 is, and he
Mhm.
was getting like
250 FPS.
240.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm thinking
it was
about
just
that.
Disgusting.
I'm also thinking
Damn.
about getting one of those builds.
Nick's
But like, I feel
"That's
like
cringe,
240
bro."
is still low
That
for
is
having
cringe.
like a $1600 GPU and
On
like
a game as intensive
Eh,
as
I don't even play games.
Call
That's
of
what I'm
Duty?
playing.
No,
Nick's,
like
Nick's
Warzone.
like, I'll play Valorant and Madden.
so like
baby.
Warzone
all
he'll get like
CPU though,
240.
Maybe.
We love it.
Warzone he'll get like
Dude.
240, but then when you get to like
The only guy who plays
multiplayer,
Destiny for the team. So
I saw somebody with that same build. He was playing multiplayer. He got like 400 plus. Like that's insane.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's just unreasonable.
That's
Like,
insane.
yeah,
mine was
multiplayer's a lot
144.
different too because the map's like
Yeah,
way,
a lot smaller.
way
A lot smaller. Yeah, yeah.
Like when they do like the benchmark tests and stuff like that, I'm like 350 frames. Like,
That was crazy.
you know
It's
what's
crazy.
stupid too? Asus just dropped their new monitor. It's like some 27-inch monitor. It's like, oh, now you can get 540 hertz. I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
who
that's
needs
insane,
that, bro?
Isn't it like,
No,
dude, like
it
we
is, but
can't
it's
even
nice,
react
man.
that like we can't even see that fast. It's like
Yeah.
it's,
You need some
it-
glasses,
but I
bro,
think by
need
the
more
time
than
we
that.
reach 144 hertz, past beyond that, you slightly notice the difference.
I've got 240.
I
When
got
you let's say
240.
like 240, I say like 240 would be the cap. Like 360,
Yeah,
I
240
think
is
too
the
much.
cap.
I think that is too
Yeah,
much. You won't
100%.
I
notice
mean,
the
be
difference.
real. Do you
500
notice
though?
a much difference between 144 and 240? Like, there's
No.
probably there's a slight difference, man, but there's really nothing.
I'm
I
blind.
wouldn't know.
so-
'cause I've had a
60 to
240 ever since I've.
144
Why do you think I have
60 to
glasses?
144 is a huge difference.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a dream. That's a
Huge
dream.
difference. Huge. You can, like, if you're
Yeah,
playing on 144 and you're in a
I-
Val game, you can see if someone's on a 60 hertz monitor.
Yo,
You can
yeah,
see the
mhm.
chop.
All right, time to whip out my controller on my Xbox One for the 30 FPS, baby. Let's go and smoke these noobs in Warzone 2.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's
Dude,
what I'm saying.
Warzone, I barely even get 80, but then I did a benchmark test. Like, I tried playing Rainbow Six the other day, and that thing, I
Dude,
saw
let's
250
play.
and like 300. I saw 250, 300 on there, and I nearly crap myself because I'm like, I've never seen a number that high next to the FPS.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
I was playing
yes,
Overwatch because I
controls.
thought
I'm
Overwatch
down.
took more resources than it actually
Nope.
does. And I was
No, it
running
doesn't.
like 280 frames. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's crazy.
You
It's
might
crazy.
think that for Val, too, but
Yeah, yeah.
Val is,
Valorant.
that's nothing.
Val doesn't
either.
even need that much.
Nah,
at
Val
all.
doesn't.
Yeah,
No,
It's just a decent
Dude.
CPU. And you're
Even
good.
on my build, I'm getting like 200 on Val. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love it, dog.
Nuts.
I get like 1500 FPS when I play Minecraft.
Dude,
Like,
this
oh my
sand is
God.
looking mad real when it drops. Holy shit.
Playing
Yeah,
on a
all right.
Chromebook.
Let's change the realistic shader. 3 frames per second.
Yeah, I know. I put a shader on it, then I get
Yes.
like
That's how it
80.
is at the
Like,
start of a Warzone game. You're in the plane and it's 9 frames until you get 5
Yep.
feet off the
Choppy
ground.
for like
Yup.
3 minutes, and then it's like after that, I was like, all right, now we're running good. For
Yeah.
like 3 minutes, it was
I
just
don't know. I was trying to show my
laggy.
homie like that he should get a PC. I hop on Warzone. He's like, man, this shit laggy, bro.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's like, I'm not getting this.
This is bad.
I feel bad. I feel bad for the
It's
console
just- it's
boys.
always
I
like-
really
it's just
do.
Warzone.
I really feel bad for the console boys trying to play that game.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
awful. It's
Hey,
awful.
I mean, they're just having fun. They're just going in and teabagging
Guys
with
being
the B
dudes.
button,
Hell
baby.
yeah, they came
God,
came
yes,
home from a long
yes,
day of
Pete.
work, hopped on with the boys, and on their 70-inch TV, their Xbox One, just
Could be like
Plumber,
Dane
Plumber
Cold
Cook
Joe.
beer.
at home theater.
cold beer right
70-inch
beside
TV.
them.
Plumber Joe using his surround sound to play
Yeah.
Warzone. Sitting on his-
Oh,
sitting-
where is
sitting
he?
in-
Not
Where
even
is
Plumber
he?
Joe
Sitting in his
anymore. It's
recliner.
Dane Cook. Dane Cook
Yeah.
showing live what all these console warriors are doing in like their living rooms.
Yeah.
The dude plays in his home theater. He did like a setup. He stands up from what looks like a MacBook. So thank God he's not sitting there playing on that. Playing Call of
Oh
Duty.
God. Oh God.
He stands up from that at his desk, goes around the corner, goes into this nice home theater, like seats 10, sits right in the
Ooh.
middle, turns around, wall projector screen, and he's just playing COD on that and streaming off his phone.
Oh my God.
It's why Dane Cook, the successful comedian.
I remember
Wow.
I took my Xbox 360 to school in high school, and I plugged it up to like one of the projectors, and so it was
Yep.
just like giant on the wall playing like Black Ops 2 or something. Like it was
That's a vibe.
ridiculous, dude.
That's
Those were awesome.
hilarious.
Those were awesome YouTube videos back in that day too. Like where
Oh,
they
yeah.
would go to school and they would hook
Back
them
in
up
my
to the
day, they only
projector.
had chalkboards.
We only had
Oh, you're not that old. Come on now.
Back in my day, we didn't have recess.
We would draw the map and do a 2D rendering of it.
got salt haze, brother. You got salt
You
haze.
got
There's
some
only
flavor.
two-
There was only 2 colors. There was the chalk, and then there was whatever sidewalk crap they brought in from recess.
Recess.
That's
It's
wild.
great. I was gonna say, if anybody else in the chat has just any questions or anything,
drop
this
some
is gonna be the
questions.
perfect time. We're hoping to do VoveCast a little more often. The last one we did was back in like July, so it's been a
Oh.
couple months, but
This was fun.
Good
This was
update.
really fun.
Good
I like
It was fun. I
Maybe-
liked it a lot. I'm
I
glad
liked
we brought it back.
honestly, like
It's nice
a
to
lot-
chat.
we've been on the grind. A lot of changes happened, especially after TwitchCon as well.
Yeah.
But we're everybody on the team. We're ready to go.
After
Absolutely.
New
We
Year's
just
and
need- we just need
Christmas,
to find-
we're
Yo,
set.
We need to find
We're
some
set.
games to make content around. That's about it.
Yeah,
now.
that's what I was about to say. What kind of games are you guys excited for this year?
Oh, The
The Harry Potter game.
Yeah,
dude.
Hogwarts Legacy, baby.
Hogwarts
go.
Legacy.
That's a good one.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Dude.
I literally have a notes right here just with all the games coming out this year that I'm excited for. Like
Dude,
I'm
there's a
gonna
paragraph.
be like Dead Space comes out this month. You got Hogwarts Legacy next month. You got the day before. I think that takes.
Dude, yeah, the Dead Space remake.
Yep, the Dead Space remake. I'm gonna be doing a
right.
playthrough of that on YouTube.
wanna play
It's
it.
not
The
like
Last
the
of Us.
Callisto Protocol.
They're bringing The Last of Us to PC in March. That's huge.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is it a
too.
new one or just the old Last?
It's the
of Us?
OG.
It's the old Last of Us,
Oh,
but
I
it's
already
not, it
played
wasn't
that.
on PC before that though. Now it's
Yeah.
on PC, so it's gonna be a much like
Yeah.
a different experience.
The-
I feel like it's
You know
gonna
the
be very
story,
hyped up.
though,
Though.
if you
The
played
3
it.
people worldwide that have a PS5.
Yeah, pretty much. Resident Evil
What do you mean,
remake
bro?
is coming out in March. Dead
There's one
Island
just
2.
sitting in my
There's
basement.
one.
Dead Island 2. I'm
I'm
hyped for.
stoked. I'm stoked for Dead Island 2.
Dead Island.
Beaks,
I'm
we
looking
might have
here
to
and they-
talk. We might have to talk
Yes.
about playing through that.
Yeah.
Assassin's
see-
Creed Mirage.
They have
Oh,
a
yeah.
Mirage 2
And then
coming
they all
out.
have all like,
And
the
then-
miniseries coming out with that too. Yeah.
And then this is a small one that you guys might not be hyped about, but I am because I personally played Friday the 13th. But the makers of that game are making a Texas Chainsaw Massacre version.
I
of
saw
it.
that. Yeah.
So I'm
Ooh.
very excited for that one. That's gonna be dope.
I'm looking here and it says that they're making an Arc 2, and I don't
Yeah,
know. if
Arc
you
2
got-
will be pretty cool
correct.
too.
So I got a
didn't like
question
Arc.
for
There's
you
also a
guys.
TV show coming out too.
I
That-
didn't
that
enjoy
one might
Arc
be
either,
cool.
but I might,
No,
I might
it's
give it a
gas.
chance.
Like I already saw like the intro trailer.
Henry
for it.
Cavill plays.
Henry
Okay.
Cavill.
It gets fired after the first episode.
I'm pissed at that, bro. I'm pissed about that.
But so my question here is, because I was confused when I saw this, because that's not the first time I saw this, and why in a game like that do you not just like, is it the Overwatch 2 thing where it's like you just want to get more marketing around it and it's basically like a big update because it's the same game, or
Yeah.
Good point.
like is it actually gonna be different?
Yeah.
Like that confuses me because I'm looking at the logo for it. It looks the exact same as the
You
Arc
know,
one.
I was worried about the same thing for like Hogwarts too. I really hope it's not the case, but I heard that it's like obviously it's open world, so like whatever you can see, you can go to, which sounds good, but it could be really bad. But
Yeah.
I really hope it's not bad. Game looks so.
They're gonna come out with a battle royale freaking game.
Battle Royale.
Hogwarts
flying
Battle
around
Royale,
on
baby.
broomsticks.
Pick up
Flying around,
a
flying
wand
around
off the
and shit.
ground.
Yeah.
Don't even know if it's
Yeah.
compatible.
That
Blows
be
up
so
in your
fun.
hand.
That's
Start
such a good
throwing the
idea.
freaking
Strict of
Quidditch at
Patronum
everybody.
will be-
That is such a good idea.
That'd be sick, dude. That'd be sick.
Oh my god.
Perk,
I'd
lose your
play-
nose, become Voldemort.
But no, yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is a big one for me. Dead Island 2 is also a big one for me.
I think out of all the games that you listed, the one that I'm hyped about, and it's kind of out of random, is Minecraft
Yeah?
Legends.
Oh,
I
I
don't
saw.
know
I
about that.
completely
Yeah.
forgot about that one,
No,
bro.
that one I've stayed up to date on what's happening with it. They're almost done with it. They're about to like
I
be pretty close to the
completely
this year.
forgot about that
I'm
one.
hyped about that game. Despite
That one's
that,
gonna be good
Minecraft-
too.
Despite that, Minecraft Dungeons is an absolute failure, and they
Yeah.
had no content. And I wanted to do content on that game. I hope
Farming Simulator 4.
that Mojang literally, puts their foot down and actually
Yep.
makes this a good game.
Because
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
it an RPG basically?
It's
Or-
kind of. I'll put it to you like this. You know what Halo Wars is?
Yes.
Okay, it's something like
Like
that, but
the
with
top
Minecraft.
down looking.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's
but
like a
instead
real-time strategy Minecraft
yeah,
almost.
but instead it's like you have like your main character. Obviously, you're in a horse and you're traveling around this open world. The main idea is that these piglins from the Nether are invading the overworld and they're claiming everything. They're turning everything to like lava and like netherrack. And so your goal is you team up with the mobs that are from the overworld and take over and destroy these places. They're like towers or whatever. But you're the one in control, pretty much. So you send the troops, you attack as well. It's pretty interesting. And it's like multiplayer too, and so on. It's pretty.
That'd be
nuts.
cool.
I like
That
it.
reminds me of a game from the PS2, and I cannot think of this game.
Going back to what we were talking about, Hogwarts Legacy being open world, I just searched up because I'm kind of curious of what other games are coming out
Mhm.
that were like announced in the recent weeks. Apparently, Avatar is making an open
Mhm.
world game,
Oh god.
No way.
so
Yeah.
that might be pretty cool too.
Who's making it?
Let's see, Ubisoft.
Bethesda.
Ubisoft.
If it's
So
Ubisoft.
it is being
Alright,
it is
alright.
being developed
Hey, look,
by Massive
it's
Entertainment
better than
and will
EA,
be published
okay?
by Ubisoft.
It could be hit or miss. It's
That's
definitely
facts,
better than
dude.
EA.
Because,
though.
like,
That's facts.
if you think about like Avatar, like there's a lot of vertical space to it too. And my first thought was Anthem. and Anthem was so
Yeah.
good, but it died. Like the open world portion, fantastic. Graphics, fantastic. So as long as it's not being made by EA, I think we're in a good spot.
So Scrubby said it's made by Massive.
Yes,
and
Massive Entertainment, and it's published by Ubisoft.
The Division. So
Yes.
Massive developed The Division and Far Cry 3, and just so you guys know, Just Dance Now.
Oh my god!
So,
Oh my god!
so there's gonna be some track mat possibilities with this game. That's gonna be pretty sick. Some DDR type stuff. That'd be nice. But yeah, so I hope, looking at it now, that game, I saw that, it kind of perked my ears when I saw that one originally, but I'm hoping now, seeing the company behind it and the development
Might be pretty cool. It might be pretty dope.
It has a very high ceiling, but a very low floor at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be either a complete hit or a complete miss. I don't know if it's going to be that middle ground.
Yep.
I think the only games I'm excited for is Destiny 2 Lightfall, which comes out in February.
I'm gonna need to hop on Destiny
it's
with
gonna
you.
be-
I think
It's gonna be the
You
next
need to show
major
me that game.
expansion. Come February. Actually, it's in like less than 2 months now. The Cyberpunk update, whatever the Freedom
Yeah,
Legacy
I
or whatever,
just-
where Idris Elba's gonna be like the main character.
That'd be
It's gonna be
interesting.
freaking dope. And then probably all the other games you guys mentioned. I'll still be playing
Dead
Tower.
Space 2.
I'll still be playing Tower Fantasy and grinding the shit out of that game because I have no life whatsoever. So
Yeah, we know it.
So I'm still looking through this like list of games and stuff. There's a game that's being published by Bethesda that is like an open world first person shooter with like a single player and cooperative aspect to it. But from the sounds of the description, where it says players choose among 4 playable characters, each with unique backgrounds and abilities to fight against vampires, I think this might be a Vampire Left 4 Dead.
I was about to say, like you
It's
said,
called Redfall.
It just sounds like it.
Oh,
literally
Redfall. Yeah,
fits in.
Oh, is that the one that's based off of Blood Hunt?
No,
Because you remember how Blood Hunt flopped?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
company is making another one, and I can't remember.
You remember how Bloodhound flopped? Damn, I feel like we're gonna be saying this about a lot of games. Guys, you know how Warzone 2 flopped? Like,
It's
Well,
made
that
by
was cool for a
Arcane
minute,
Studios.
You know which one-
Austin.
Minecraft will never flop.
guys, you know
No,
how
I'm
Halo
not gonna-
flopped?
You know which?
Like,
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. I'm pissed about that. I'm so mad that 343, honestly, a company that they knew what they were messing with, and they decided to release a game with no content at all. Season 1 was an absolute waste, and then with Season 2, we only got like 2 maps. We literally got like 4 maps at the end of the year. Now, since they got Forge and everything, oh yeah, it's nice now, but. Dude, it was too late. Everybody left. Everybody's playing Modern Warfare. Everybody's playing goddamn Valorant. Everybody's playing different games. Halo's
might be
done.
back now.
Campaign is done for. Campaign
The
was
damage
nice.
is done.
Don't get me wrong. The damage is already done.
one playthrough.
It's over.
You're done.
It's over. It's over, dude. Literally, everybody's doing
I played
RD
Halo
Alaska
for a
and so on.
minute.
It's a fun game. Don't get me wrong. And everything that we really wanted at day 1 is technically there, but it's too late. That's the issue.
Mission file.
It
Yeah.
was not day 1. That's the problem.
What about a
That's the issue.
Halo
It
Battle
wasn't the
Royale
one.
though? Where's that at?
Oh,
Now-
that'd be sick. That'd be sick.
That is true. That Halo Battle Royale will be nice. I know that there's rumors and leaks about a supposed mode that will be released eventually. That's a different company that's working with 343 type of Battle Royale. So take that as a grain of salt. I know that Season 3 that's coming up soon is for all like Halo fans out there. It's gonna be pretty massive with 2 new maps, obviously updating Forge, 2 new armor cores, everything for free. It's gonna be nice. But it's just I feel like Halo's just lacking when it comes to first of all, the map department. The game is getting carried by the competitive scene, and pretty much, if this Halo Battle Royale that comes out eventually does beat, let's say, Warzone and Apex and Fortnite, then that's when they will do their comeback. If not, this game is they should just start a new one. That's
already.
I'll be honest with you.
Halo
Go to the
Infinite
servers.
2, baby.
Take the servers offline.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Despite that, I have like over 1,000 hours on that game. They should just do a new one.
Call it a day.
That's what I think.
I think that Redfall game might end up like that because it looks like it's made by the people with Dishonored that made Dishonored.
Oh,
And
But
Scrubby's been
they-
grinding that.
I've been playing Dishonored.
They also made Deathloop, so
So it could be good.
but also
not,
it could
might
be
not,
Deathloop.
It might not last.
It could
Yeah.
be Deathloop.
I'll have to see.
I played Deathloop for like 2 days and it was fun, and then I just like forgot about it.
Oh yeah, speaking of Dave, I'm on the final mission of Dishonored.
Let's go.
On the final mission, dude.
I thought you were on the final mission like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Scrubby's
apparently
the walk in, started blasting kind of guy instead of
Pretty much.
instead
Pretty
of,
So then I
much.
started
let's-
blasting.
like when it says stealth optional, Scrubby's like, oh, machine gun.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Like,
I used to not be like that though, because I used to be playing
like
Tom
Watch Dogs.
Clancy, like Splinter Cell.
Oh, yeah.
I'd play Watch Dogs, like
I
I'd
love Watch Dogs.
Assassin's Creed too, but
You
like
said Tom Clancy, and it reminded me of The Division. I swear to God,
I-
that game is so underrated, dude.
The OG
Dude,
Division,
Division-
fire, dog.
There's
Yes,
another.
dude.
I
think
really
it was-
like the 2.
Did you guys
I
play?
tried to. I just couldn't do it.
Did you guys play the beta for X Defiant?
I did
Tom
not.
Clancy's X Defiant. I played it and I was actually really excited because the game looked good. I played the beta and then it just basically fell off the radar. Like
Yeah.
I've not heard anything about it.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, weren't they supposed to release? Isn't that like the Call of Duty version, except Ubisoft made it, right?
Yes.
It looked good. I just, like you
It
said,
did,
I
and
haven't
then I
heard
played it. It
anything
was
about
fun.
it since the beta, yeah, or alpha, whatever. I don't even know.
I played it. It was fun.
I'm
Yes,
just waiting
more
for like
Call
that
of Duty.
one revolutionary
Oh my
game
God.
again, like another game to get put in there, because right now cycling back through all the old ones, I feel like it's just gonna get old again.
Honestly, moving forward, I'm not even focused on multiplayer anymore. I think I'm just gonna be focused on those story mode games, post playthroughs on YouTube, and then see
I
how that goes.
have such a dichotomy with Destiny because, like, if you think Call of Duty lobbies are sweaty, these dudes that play Destiny 2 PvP literally sit in swamp ass all day. Like, they have to, dog.
It's
Like,
the South Park. It's the
It's
South
so-
Park meme.
Like, it's so bad, dude. But they had like basically like every couple of weeks they'll have like a PvP event called Iron Banner. You get like specific gear. They brought back an OG set from Destiny 1, so I was like, I'm gonna need to grab that real fast. And PvP sucks right now because skill-based matchmaking is in everything, and I hate skill-based
I
matchmaking.
know skill-based matchmaking
It's so
ruined
bad.
gaming.
I'm gonna go use the little boys' room.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
And then you see the Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Let's watch
you
the
watching
basketball.
there,
What
Nick?
you watching, man?
What are you watching there?
Nick, do we have the same
No,
mouse?
his phone's going off. I don't know. Better take
Nick,
that
do we
with
have the same mouse?
Oh, 4K.
I think we have the same mouse. Dead ass.
But I was actually like having fun with it because like I'm someone who likes Destiny's like weapon balancing is like pretty good. It's just now the skill based matchmaking is here. People play a lot more passively, and so I'm going in with like a submachine gun, short range weapon, and a what they call a wave frame grenade launcher. So when it hits the ground, it spreads out in a wave. So you can shoot it before like in front of the target, and it'll do damage to him with the wave. And then I also was using an ability that allows you to freeze the target in place for a second. So I was like, and grenade, freeze, boom. Then it spreads to all the other players. I was being such a horrible person.
Such a beautiful man.
But,
Beautiful man.
like, because
Elegant.
Scrubby mentioned the other day, he's like, oh, maybe I should play Destiny. It's free. Like, we should get on that. And so I'm thinking, like, if we did like a video, it would just be like a week of prep work to see if we can get you guys some good guns for PvP, and we just hop into a PvP match and see how awful it is.
I took 4 friends into the PvP arena on Destiny, and here's how it went.
And then I'm just raging like crazy, like, oh my god,
Dude. No, you know me when I'm in the Discord. Sometimes, here's the thing, I'm only like actually raging if I play solo. If I'm in there with a team, like, because the way the skill-based matchmaking works is like super weird too. It's like, oh, we're trying to balance out your teams and all this stuff. So like, if I have somebody in my community that plays on Xbox versus PC, I'll get like a couple more console lobbies. Like the people have lower what they call like elo, right?
Mhm.
And so the games, like, they'll be like, oh, Dave was on top of the leaderboard, and then the next match just get absolutely pub stomped. Like, I hate skill-based matchmaking. Should be taken out of casual gaming. Keep it on competitive. Make rewards
That's
good.
what it's there for.
Yep, exactly.
Why do we need to make the grand pool of players sit through what people that want to play competitive are going through?
Yeah, you remember like when Call of Duty used to have like the whole split rank system. Like you would have like regular multiplayer, and you can like you level up all your guns, and then you go to the rank spot. You would have pretty much all the same playlist, but it was ranked.
You'd have everything unlocked.
You'd-
You'd have
yeah.
your rank next to your thing instead of your level.
Yep.
There would be the CDL or the classifications like, hey, you're not going to be a POS and use flashbangs. You get a smoke grenade and a throwing knife, and you must be happy with that.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Oh, you're not going to use an RPG or a riot shield, because guess what? You can go do
you
that.
can't be
crap
a
alone.
rat.
You can be a rat if you can just like use a gun in a corner. You're not going to get the equipment for this.
Yeah.
But then
I miss those days, man. Like the last,
BO2 League play. Oh,
it was good. Honestly, it was good.
take
Like,
me
and I-
back to
And
standoff
I hated
League
it, but
play
it
domination.
was still good. Oh man, like I think the last, we can talk about Call of Duty too if we want to, but I personally
Ew.
think the last good Call of Duty was like Black Ops 3. Honestly,
I
It was.
like it was right when like Titanfall 2 came out too, so like and
Oh,
Activision was
man.
and Activision was working on Destiny, and so all these like in-flight things, wall running, all this like super cool stuff that people were working on, like
Talk about
Oh.
an underappreciated 2 games right there.
yeah,
Yep.
like
You know what else? It was
was
also the downfall of Halo 2. when
Yeah.
Halo 4 introduced, huh?
and
now
Halo 4,
everybody-
Halo
Now
5.
the communities are like, Halo 4 is pretty nice now. I think I come back. Dude, after like how many years now? Excuse me? But I'm just saying.
It's like Gears of War.
I'm
The
just
only thing keeping Gears of War alive is the competitive scene, bro.
Yep.
And that's barely. They got like one heartbeat left, bro.
Which Gears was it that it was like almost kind of like a base build 'em up survival thing? There was a mode in it. It was like horde mode.
Was
or
that
something.
4? No.
It was either 4 or 3 where you could go into like a Blood Bowl stadium or like a football stadium, and you just build up these turrets and you upgrade your guns and you just survive waves. That mode, I tried playing Gears of War like a year and a half ago. Didn't have that mode in there and immediately uninstalled it because I'm like, I don't want to play multiplayer because my nuts are sweaty enough. So let me just like screw around in this mode. But no, they took it away. I feel like if they would have had that mode, it would have been like a Call of Duty Zombies thing where it's like, oh, at least something saves it.
Oh my god, you want to talk about a dope game mode? The freaking alien invasion crap from Call of Duty Ghost. That shit was gas, dog.
Extinction.
You are not gonna change my mind. That was so fun. It was
Extinction
dope.
was
ass.
pretty.
Like
was
it was great when you'd solo it by yourself and like finish the whole mission.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think any sort of
That
like,
was-
like game
Scrubby's
mode
like,
like
that
that.
was so
That was
Any
a
sort of
complete
game
slap
mode
in
like
the
that.
face.
Well, I mean, compared to zombies, yeah. But
That was
like
a
any-
complete slap in the face of anybody who enjoyed Call of Duty Zombies.
But it's-
well,
that's
but
the
it
thing,
wasn't.
though,
It wasn't
companies-
made by Treyarch though. That's the thing. Treyarch.
That's
Treyarch.
the thing as well. Games now these days, they always have
I
to like,
know.
hey, like I'm gonna throw a curveball and see how they react. And
Yeah.
depending on the community, I'm like, yo, we didn't like it. Okay, then we can come back. What happened after Ghost? What was the next Call of Duty after that?
Advanced
Was it
Warfare.
Advanced
And
Warfare.
guess what? They
It was-
brought us Exo Zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And
But
then
it was still
some-
zombies.
it's
That one
Treyarch.
kinda
Yeah,
sucked.
yeah.
Yeah.
that one sucked.
But at the same time, though, they thought like, yo, we should bring back zombies and not bring
Black
back
Ops-
quote unquote extinction.
hated
Black Ops
Advanced
3
Warfare,
probably had the
don't lie.
best zombies I've ever played.
The
in my
maps in
life.
that one were phenomenal.
Amazing.
I think honestly, gameplay wise, perhaps the best one might have been. I think Black Ops 2 had
Yeah, Black Ops 2 is very good.
had some like it felt clean. It felt all that like it
Mhm.
was like very classic, like Black Ops 1 but better. And Black Ops 1 is so OG with that stuff.
100%.
Oh,
Last one was-
when you watch one of those stinky sons of bees come down the wall with that green gas trail coming out of his
Yup.
backside, you'll never forget the first time you see it.
Nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
So
Nope.
like it's iconic, but then Black Ops 2 I think just polished it up. And I think anytime Call of Duty makes a game mode like that, that's like their fail safe, but it could also drive the game.
Also, why the hell are they still making Spec Ops, bro? Who the
I
fuck
was
plays
about,
Spec
about to
Ops?
say, did the current Modern Warfare 2 come with Spec Ops?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
I
got
have
no
like,
idea. I've
they
never
got,
touched
like
it.
different missions. Who the fuck plays Spec Ops?
No one
right?
cares,
Like, nobody's
dog.
playing that shit.
MW3 did a good job where they took Spec Ops out. They weren't going to do it like MW2 did, which
Nope.
MW2 Spec Ops was really good, but they you can never go back to that. But like MW3 did it good where they don't have zombies, but they replace
a
it with that
round-based-
survival mode.
Yes.
I know, but who the
Survival.
fuck's playing the
yeah.
survival mode?
Yep.
Dude, survival
love-
mode was
dude,
gas,
Who's
dog.
playing that shit?
The 1% of
Me,
the
it was
Call of Duty
great.
community.
No,
Even-
what?
Survival was
Black
gas,
Ops
dog.
1
Look,
had a
just because you
second
died
kill
on the
safe.
third round, Scrubby,
No,
couldn't take down the Juggernaut.
No, I made
okay.
it through hella fucking waves. It was not like. What am I
It was
gaining
it was
from
good
it?
for
What
a
am I
certain,
gaining
it was
from
good
it?
for a certain amount of time. It wasn't like
Yeah.
the longevity of it wasn't as great as
Black
something
Ops
like
1
Zombies.
even had
for
a
example.
second fail safe.
The only time I ever played. Oh shoot.
No, go ahead.
Okay, the only time I ever played that survival mode was when I went to my little cousin's house. We'd get on his Xbox, we'd play split screen, and then we'd freaking, go through waves and of freaking AI. That's it.
It's so disrespectful. You got to start it off with a little cousin. Like that just set the
My
precedent.
little
Just like, we went to
cousin.
my little cousin.
He's
Like,
younger
I
than me.
I get it. I understand. I'm a child. Let me have my fun.
Well, actually, he's 18 now, but at the time he's still younger, so he's my little cousin.
But Black Ops 1 had zombies as a failsafe. And even if you didn't like that and you didn't want to play multiplayer, combat training. Combat training had its own level progression.
Dude, that's
So
how
it
I
gave you
got
something.
good at Call of Duty. Was combat training, dude. I
No,
was
if I got
so
annoyed
bad
by
at COD.
multiplayer, if I got annoyed by multiplayer, I'd grab one of my boys or two of my boys, and we would go play on Nuketown, hike it up to 300 on a team deathmatch, and we'd see how close we could get to 300-0 as a squad.
I just
And
play
it's just like
I
you-
just play against each other.
You can just do that. I mean, we wanted to keep our friendships for a
Get
while.
the sweatiest,
dude.
guys.
Private
in
matches.
your
We would
friend
play
group,
like cops and
jump into a
robbers,
freaking
quick scope, no scope. Oh, but it's like you have to have that failsafe now as a Call of Duty. And personally, I don't think DMZ is a good mode for MW2, but I don't think they have a quality failsafe to rely on. Warzone can get easily janky. Multiplayer is multiplayer and will become janky immediately, probably within the next month if it already hasn't. And then DMZ, yeah, it's new to them, but I don't think they're pushing it enough to be able to be that failsafe like Zombies is.
Yeah.
For any other Call of
They
Duty.
could really push a lot with DMZ, honestly. Like there's so many, like if people want to do gun extractions, nukes, like there's so many different things that they can add and implement in that. I've only played DMZ like a select amount of times, but I mean I enjoyed it. But like you said, no one talks about DMZ. Like I talk about this with Scrubby too. I feel like even because he disagreed with me before Call of Duty came out, because I was like, here's what's gonna happen with Call of Duty, okay? And then we talked about it yesterday or like the day before, and I was like, I feel like I predicted Call of Duty perfectly. And he's like,
Oh my god.
he's like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
We literally put Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 after we played the beta S tier in our Call of Duty list. I feel so fucking stupid now. I feel so fucking stupid now. He was like, "Oh, dude, it's just the beta. Like, we haven't played the full game yet. Full
Guess
game
what?
came out.
He was
We
right.
played it. We played it for like a month or so. Hirsch freaking switched to Rust.
Yep.
He
He
was a Call of Duty
bailed.
fanboy too.
He
And
said,
I'm
"I'm
bailing.
gone."
And
I'm
No,
bailing.
no
I have
more
defended
Scrubby's
Call of
playing
Duty.
Rust now. Beaks is on Rust.
I have
like-
defended Call of Duty with everything in me ever since Warzone 1. Like, people were like, oh, Warzone's dog shit. No, it's not. You're just bad. But, dude, it's really bad now. And I feel so stupid for putting that dog shit game at S tier. It should have been B tier in the middle. It is just, I'll also say that I don't think the game itself is bad. I think the community ruins games nowadays.
Yeah.
I'd rather
is
play
true.
I
COD
think-
than Rust.
Oh, no. I mean,
best of a game.
I'm not
He's
playing
like
Rust either.
Minecraft, but dying.
I'm not playing Rust either personally. Like I played Portal 2. I played Portal 2 the other day with
you were talking
Dyer.
about that.
And I was playing Portal last night. Like I'm branching out, playing different games.
Dude, Scrubby, we should
Seeing
hop
what
on.
I enjoy.
We should hop on OG Dead Space 3 and do the dual.
Oh my
dual
God,
player.
yes.
Do like the
Let's do it.
dual player. That'd be freaking
do it.
gas.
Please get an
Let's do it.
SMP for Minecraft.
Oh, we are getting an SMP for
Yeah.
Yes, I'll take
we
my,
are.
We
I'll
have
take my
to hear
M4
about
in
that.
Minecraft
That's
now.
in
Happy
talks.
to
That's
do
in
that.
talks.
I
We're
know.
gonna
I
have a new
agree
Minecraft
with
server.
Gray so badly, dude. I just want to go and
I'm gonna hop
burn
in
down
that
a
shit.
forest. I just
I'm gonna hop
want
in
to go
Minecraft for sure.
create
Oh,
havoc.
yeah.
Arson?
Don't they
That's
have
not-
don't they have
no.
Sons of the Forest coming out, or did that already come out?
Sons of the Forest. I think it is coming out.
Let's say for people who played like horror survival, like Sons of
I
the
also
Forest.
might go into that one as well. I see.
I'm-
They got Street Fighter 6 coming out.
Y'all love your horror games,
let's
man.
go.
Street Fighter 6. Obviously Dead Island 2. I'm trying to see what else. Stalker 2. I don't know if you guys have heard of that game.
Yeah.
They're coming out with another Diablo 4.
Yeah, Diablo 4 as
yeah.
well. Final Fantasy. What is that? 16.
47.
73.
Yeah, like they have had so many freaking.
They have so many.
Yeah,
Final
but
Fantasies.
Sons of the Forest. Yeah, it's coming out this year. Payday 3. That'll be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like the Payday games.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
Yeah, just a lot of games. They look
there's
interesting.
There's a lot of stuff that
They're
no.
making a Lord of the Rings Gollum game.
It's a
Yeah.
promising year.
interesting.
Yeah, it is
Very
a promising year, but we'll just have to see how it
Oh, 100%.
pans out.
I guess over like the last 3-4 years, I've become more of a pessimist because I swear to God, every year's a promising year.
And then
And
it
then it's
never
like-
works out.
Just
And
don't
then you
get my
get super hyped.
I just don't get my hopes up.
I always
Like,
say take it as a grain of salt. See
Yeah.
where it goes. And if it does go well, then yeah, hey,
Hope
you
for
enjoyed
the
time,
best.
We're there at the moment. It's totally fine. If it
Hope
doesn't,
for the
Rather-
best,
it's
except for the
better
worst.
to
Expect the worst.
grind. Yeah, it's better to grind like with a good mindset, like that. Hopefully the year is gonna go well than like being like, oh my god, it's just another year. It's gonna be stale. I'm just gonna make content.
exactly. Don't
Like,
have your expectations too high about
I-
a specific thing or whatever. Just do you.
I'm gonna hit 1,000,000 subscribers off Ready or Not.
Like
Yeah, like I had freaking expectations that Modern Warfare 2 was gonna revive Call of Duty, and it did not.
that's the thing with Destiny 2.
I'm still not done buying.
Like whenever they have a big major expansion, it does really well, and typically like the sandbox and all the stuff that they've changed or added into the game has been really good. Like when Witch Queen came out last year, super good.
Oh yeah.
Added like hard
That is
mode to
true.
the campaign, made it worth it with the rewards. Multiplayer is in a really good spot. No skill-based matchmaking for like casual play. Like comp was still pretty normal, but everything across the board with the game was pretty good. It wasn't like super stale. Like it happens with every season with Destiny is that like the farther you get into the season, the less people are going to play the game. Obviously, there's not as much to do, like reward wise, especially if you've done a lot of the activities. And I find that good because like there's plenty of other games that I want to play outside of just Destiny. But I'm excited for Lightfall just because we're getting new class ability and we're also getting grappling with the new subclass. So it's going to be like Titanfall. So you can pretty much grapple on anything. I saw someone grapple onto a super. Like someone's like flying through the air as Superman using their super. I'm
like a void ball or whatever the hell, it just like grapples out of that and just like going like a chariot.
No, it act like the Thunder Crash for the Titan, right? He flies through the air. He grappled onto him, launched himself forward, like, and it's gonna be on like a futuristic city, so it's like cyberpunk, like that type of vibe versus
That beat.
broken down.
I swear to God, you explained
military
something.
bunker.
You explained something that will happen on a Halo 2 speed run. Yeah,
Halo
I'm
2
gonna
speed-
put the mongoose down, throw a grenade at a specific pixel.
And then I'll
Boom, it's gonna start
grapple to
flying,
this
and then I'm gonna
random-
start riding it, and then I'm at my rocket launcher, and I just like swing with my energy sword, and I finish the mission in like 2 seconds.
And boom.
That's what you do.
100%
because my
the
energy
campaign.
sword hit the pixel on the wall, it boosted me back just in the right spot where I could trigger the cutscene.
And there was a grunt right there, so I was able to swing towards him and lunge, and then I started flying away.
I grappled to the invisible object high enough in the air. Like,
Dude,
I'm excited
makes me wanna
because there's a
do
lot of
speed
content I
runs.
can make, but all right,
That's pretty good amount of topics. I would
that was
say.
good.
Hell yeah, that was a good one.
We went
That's
crazy.
a pretty good amount of stuff.
I don't see a lot of other questions. Connor's in here. Connor, glad to have you in there, buddy, old pal.
Love you, Connor.
But other than that, anybody else? Any last words? I feel like
we could do a nice little word of advice for the year, for the new year. Like,
the year,
what advice would you give to the people not just grinding for Vove, but like grinding their content for themselves? What piece of advice?
like I talked about in the beginning, and with Shy as well, time management is very important. I have a full-time job. I work 8-10 hours a day, and I come home, and pretty much right when I come home, I start doing content, like especially for TikTok, because that's like my main, like the big platform that I'm growing on right now. So like time management, whether you need a calendar to like, I have a calendar. I don't really use it too often now because I'm really into a rhythm with what I'm doing, but time management, get it down.
I'm gonna work off that though.
If you
like-
know that your schedule is going to be different for the week or whatever, just plan around it. Like if whatever you spend your time and money on is a priority. So
Once you go off that schedule, like for like say even a week, it'll just be automatic. Like that'll just be what you do.
They say it's like, what is it, like 8-9 days to actually have a habit or like a
Yeah.
perpetual action keep as one.
Yep.
I forgot the word, so I started using my bigger words again.
all right, someone
I
give
don't
him
even
a-
know what that meant, bro.
Someone get him a graduate's hat and a monocle.
Yeah, pretty smart.
Dr. Beats.
Well, he knows what he's talking about.
I thought he was going to go British there.
I'm joking. Oi!
Boy.
I'd say my piece of advice would be, I understand wanting to grow fast, but the beauty is also within the journey. So getting one of those videos where it's like, oh, you maybe do it on a popular thing. I mean, from time to time, as long as you're not like just kind of shilling out just for that, but make sure you're doing what you love. Like, people are gonna resonate more with you than the game you're playing, and they're gonna like your content, not the game's content, because you're doing something that you can get attached to, and you can get something that you are in wholeheartedly, instead of these kind of like chill outs where it's like
Loadout videos.
Yep, I was. Oh, this one's so broken now. Like, yeah, that's great, but like also you look sad when you do it.
Yeah, facts.
Like, you literally, I see your eyes. You just got done crying. Like, you look sad. So yeah, it's like if that's like doing that stuff to get maybe eyes on your channel, I understand. But doing it all the time, at some point, it's gonna get burnout. You're gonna stop. You got to do something you love. You got to make content on what you love. So
100%.
I'd say my word of advice, you know, obviously you guys are all saying good points, you know,
It's hard to top
time management in what's it called, consistency and so on and so forth. I would just say, apart from doing what you love, is obviously trying to find that gap in between of like you as a content creator and your time in your actual life, and understand that Dave, obviously, his time management after work, he comes
My
back.
time management is very different from a lot of people's.
Yes.
I do
and
not.
everybody else
Single. I'm pretty much a bachelor. Like, no debt. Like, I come home. I got time. Not everybody
and
does
some
that.
some people have time to spend with family. I'm not in my own apartment right now. I still live with my parents. Obviously, I spend time with them and my brother and my cats. So I still have to reserve time for them, and as well for my content and my work. So everybody has different things to do. But if you can just nitpick every single, you know, time and moment to be able to spend with your friends and actually have a good time, that's key right there. Be able to do that, then you're gonna have. I kid you not, your life is gonna be absolutely amazing, and your content, despite that you feel like there's probably like burnouts or anything like that, you're still gonna thrive. You're still gonna be making quality videos.
100%.
You're happy in your real life, which means you can be happy in your content life.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be fake on the internet. People find out.
Don't be stupid.
Keep it real.
Exactly.
And the
7
future,
billion
you fake
people
it,
in this
you're just
world,
gonna give yourself
14
a
billion
headache.
faces.
Nicholas,
And
you
you're
got
gonna start to
any
hate
advice?
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick and Scrubby, you guys got anything?
Nope. I think we went through all of it.
Get your money up.
I also got to
Get
speak
your
for
Get your money up. 2023,
Money up
baby.
before you get your
Money up.
get
No, you're
your
money
money up.
She broke. I'm up.
Don't give up because something's not going your way.
Yeah, true. Don't do that.
No.
A lot of people just give up.
Oh, to go off Beaks, do not make multiple YouTube channels. Just
Nope.
just
Nope.
They
don't
have done the
start
updates.
over thinking that you're gonna have all this crazy growth, and people get like a fake high from that, like dopamine. It's like, oh my god, I got 100 subscribers again. No, just
The beauty of the
Do it.
updates to the multiple panels, the live, the video, the shorts was because now it's not going to clog your feed. I was huge on that, where I hated seeing one really nice thumbnail, 4 straight shorts looking middle, great
Nope.
offsides.
Yeah,
Because
that
now
was
it's
bad.
split up. It's
That
split
was
up
Now it's
now.
split, and you can see all the thumbnails, and you're like, oh, I would just have like maybe 5 minutes. I'm
Yep.
on break at work. Let me watch a bunch of these shorts because I like this person. Boom, 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 boom. It's not clogged. It's not
Yep.
cluttered. Don't make a second channel.
Unless,
Unless-
maybe
unless
they
you-
want to
unless-
do that.
unless
Yeah.
unless you need to, because I have two different ones. Because
Unless
Yeah,
it's like,
so
this
do
is
I
my
now.
gaming channel, this is my vlog channel.
exactly.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
That may be where the content is different completely, like it's a 180,
Yeah.
then yes. But if it's a
Exactly.
shorts channel, a VODs channel, a live channel, a video channel,
Useless.
Just do it on the one. Come on.
Yeah.
we're live.
Hey, I appreciate that, Jedi.
They're adding that back though, Connor. I see what
Yeah,
you
thank you,
said
Jedi.
about how you can't add the thumbnails on shorts.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I'll
sure
bring it.
they're definitely adding that back.
I'll bring it back. I'm not too worried.
Yeah, they'll definitely bring that back.
Thumbnail's not gonna make or break my short. All right, but all right. I think we're gonna call it. We've been live for an hour and 45 minutes. This is
Heck
probably,
yeah,
this is
that was
probably the
awesome.
long-
It was
the
good. It
longest
was good.
VoveCast we've done, bro. This is great. But
That's good.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, season 2 of the VoveCast. We're hoping to do these more often. Like I said, you want to stay updated. Follow us on Twitter at Team Vove. If you want to join Discord, that link will be in the description as well. If you're listening to it on audio format, straight from the website, which is what's going to be happening now, it's going to be straight on team-vove.com. That's where the podcast is going to be from now on, so we have all the rights to it. Suck it. Any other place. Don't care. But, David, we'll catch you in the next one. See ya!
Peace out, boys.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.